Guys, your next comic on the stage, honest to God, is kind of becoming a perennial favorite around here. I love him. I know you will too. Please, big round of applause for my good friend Ryan Croft. Everybody, Ryan Croft!
What's up, everybody? How we feeling? How we doing? We're good? About halfway through your show. Calling somebody a favorite of a theater is a nice way of saying this idiot can't get booked anywhere else, so we give him some stage time. What's going on? It's a good night. It's a nice night. It's a cold night. It's a little colder. I like that. You guys like that it's getting colder again? No. Are you sick? Okay, hang on. But it's like the nice weather's been nice, right? But like it's also kind of fucking weird, you know? Like there's something wrong with it. There's something wrong with having this much good weather. Like some people are like, oh yeah, it's going to be global warming. I'm like, yeah, maybe just like Ram sacrificed another goat, another kid. Like I'm a little nervous, you know, like the other shoe's got to drop. Like this is the first winter in Chicago that this is the first winter anywhere I've ever seen the weatherman doing the forecast, ending them all in question marks. Like, it's sunny and 55? all week in the middle of this can't be right. I've got to quit getting high before I do the news. That's my hot take on this cold weather. I guess it's all right that it's been nice. I can dig that. I'm just a paranoid person, so like I don't necessarily worry so much about global warming as like it's been a really nice round of weather today. I'm gonna get in a fucking car wreck. I just know it. Somebody's gonna sideswipe me again. You guys, we have had such a journey already tonight. We got to hear from the pregnant Jewish lady and the cancer balls guy, the weird balls guy. Give it up for the weird balls guy. To be fair, all guys have weird balls. Every guy in this room has weird balls. They're all fucking weird. This cancer makes you a little extra special or something. I had a friend. I did not have ball cancer. I can't say that. I have ball cancer. He's still here. He's still here. I'm glad you're still here with us. You got the better of it. But I did, growing up in high school, I had a friend who also had testicular cancer. And this hit us like right at the beginning of high school when, you know, you're at that kind of young, impressionable, kind of weird emotional age, hormones are starting to hit, and we didn't really know what to do about it. So like the day a bunch of us found out, we all got together and we just kind of came together as a group, and we knew that if we all pitched in, we could come up with a really embarrassing nickname for him. And sure enough, we landed on Captain Cancer Balls. So my friend Connor, Captain Cancer Balls Connor. All right, enough about that dumb shit. You guys, I recently celebrated a half-anniversary. Give it up for my half. You guys have a half-anniversary. Certain times when it's really important, when you're like, you know, you're almost 16, you're like, I'm not 15, I'm 15 and a half. I'm about to drive, I'm gonna run your ass over. Half anniversary, I've been in Chicago for a year and a half now. I moved here from Oklahoma, and when I first got here about a year and a half ago, I started a job. Thought it was gonna be a chill job, working with some chill dudes. Y'all feel me? Y'all look like some chill dudes, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah. It was going all nice and chill until I think it happens sometimes when you first get in the job when you actually have to interact with one of these fucking people, to talk to one of these people. And conversation started off well enough. It was fine. He said, where are you from? What'd you do before this? And then and he said, oh, where do you live? I said, Halstead and Belmont. He just immediately goes, ugh, Boys Town. You see the homophobia just drip off his face. Side note, you guys, first 2 weeks, again, not from here, first 2 weeks I lived in Boys Town, no idea it was a gayborhood. None. Don't know why I thought they called it Boys Town. Like, I guess I thought like maybe there used to be like an orphanage there. And like maybe it burned down in the Chicago fire. And now we celebrate the lives of all these poor dead orphans with rainbow flags. I don't know, it seemed appropriate. Until about 2 weeks in, we were walking around, and after like the third bar I'd seen was some dude standing outside of it in like a glitter thong, I was like, you know, Boys Town seems to have a lot of gay bars. It was just an casual observation. But I said it out loud, and my wife stops, and she's like, really, Ryan? Really? Boys Town? You're just now getting that Boys Town, the town where the boys are? Boys Town, you're just now clicking. And then it did click, and suddenly all of those mental images I'd had of all those poor young boys going up in flames turned into mental images of fully grown adult men in flaming of a completely different kind. And that's when I knew I loved Boys Town. But by the time I was talking to this fucking guy, my soon-to-be ex-friend at work, we both knew what Boys Town was, and so I saw the homophobia just drip off his face like wax off a candle. Vanilla-scented, gay-hating candle. Maybe the one that started that orphanage fire. I don't know. I wasn't there. And then he saw my face, was just like, oh, God damn it, not one of these. Come on, not my first day. I don't deserve this. This is like the nice weather. Something's fucking wrong. And he backtracked immediately and he was like, oh, hold up, man. I don't have a problem with the gays. I just wouldn't want to live in Boys Town, you know. Because I wouldn't want to walk around a corner and, you know, catch a dude blowing another dude. And actually, that's fair. I wouldn't want to walk around a corner and see that either, if I'm being honest. You know what else I wouldn't want to walk around a corner and see? Anybody blowing anybody? For any reason, any gender, at any time. I don't care, I don't want to see it. Like, I'm not out there trying to catch an accidental blowjob in the wild, you guys. Not really my thing. To be fair, I don't think it's most people's thing. You know, like, nobody's stalking the neighborhoods of America like the Steve Irwin of cock hunting. Blimey, we're here today in lovely San Francisco, hoping to catch the native crookedick in its natural environment. Nobody's doing that. That was Steve Irwin, by the way, if you guys can catch it. Give it up for Steve Irwin. All right, like, no one's showing, no real estate agent is showing any couples around my neighborhood of Boys Town. You know, like, folks, this is a lovely apartment. It's right around the corner from the Chicago Diner, very popular brunch spot. And that's actually right down the street from the famous Wrigley Field, which, you know, needs no further explanation. And, folks, if you'll just peek behind this bush with me real quick, you'll see just a whole bunch of dicks. In fact, take a look around. Boys Town is noted for its many stories. Because I don't know if you've been paying attention, but none of us are wearing pants, and apparently we're all just hanging out around corners blowing each other. Welcome to the neighborhood, folks. Nobody's doing that. I haven't seen it anyway, and if they have, I'd like to be there with a camera. You guys, let's get out of here on this. I was in my room. I'm going to get a little personal, you guys. I'm going to open up real quick. I was in my room the other night going over some new stuff, trying to work out some new material. And my wife overheard me because we're in a very small apartment. And when I came out, she goes, you know, remember when you first started doing stand-up, the first joke you ever wrote was a grammar joke, and it was actually pretty clever. And for my wife to say something I said was clever, or even just not stupid, is like huge. So she was like, it was actually pretty clever, and like, when you first did comedy, like, you wrote clever jokes, and now, honestly, babe, you fashion yourself as a sort of storyteller, and honestly, all that means is that you just get up on stage, and you just waste people's time, you just ramble and go on and on, until you manage to get like a sigh, and then you walk off with your tail between your legs and your head down, and I just remember that time you wrote that grammar joke. Okay. To be fair, you guys, all she actually said was, hey, remember when you wrote that grammar joke? I think I internalized everything else. But it did get me thinking, and I wanted to try out a new joke. You guys want to hear a new joke? All right, let's do this. We're going to get through this together. The success of this joke depends on all of us now. So, you guys, have you heard about this crazy new thing? It's actually old, but I'm bringing it back. It's called the hyphen. You guys know what I'm talking about? A hyphen? Yeah, it's a grammar tool. Now, for those of you who might not know or care what a hyphen is, I'm about to educate you. Any sports fans in here? We got any Cubs fans? We got some sports fans in here. All right. So you know when you're watching sports, dude, you've got a sweater on. I know, and it's a sweater. I might be from the South, but I learned some things at some point. Pay attention. It only took me 2 weeks to figure out Boys Town was a gayborhood. I picked that up in like a month. You guys, so anyway, you guys, when you watch sports, you know, like when the score, like if it's, I don't know, if it's a Cubs, you know, if it's a Cubs, it might be like, 0-10, whoever's winning. Anyway, so I didn't mean to dig on the Cubs, I like them well enough. But the hyphen is the little line in between those two numbers. Now, some of you smarty pants might be thinking, Ryan, you idiot, that's not a hyphen, that's a dash. You'd be wrong, that's not a dash. A dash is what you run in 40 yards in order to make the football team, so your father will stop referring to you as Captain Fairy Pants and threaten to make your sister man of the house next time he goes on one of his business trips with his business partner, who just so happens to be a pretty smelling blonde lady who's half his age and twice your mom's cup size. That is a dash. Thank you. And for some of you who still aren't sold, I'll leave you with this and I'll put it this way. A well-placed hyphen, you guys, it's so important because a well-placed hyphen is the difference between some good ass eating and some good ass eating. You feel me? Yeah. Told that joke one time at an open mic, and a very drunk patron decided he was going to add his own little tag on it when he raised his glass and said, "Oh, wow, brother, let me tell you, good ass eating is what turned my colon into a semicolon." I mean, it was my fault for telling that joke at the only open mic in Boys Town, but still. And maybe it's just my fault because, like, I don't know that much about ass eating. I've been married for a few years, and when you're married, you get some rules in the bedroom. Top of our list of rules, no ass eating. Second on that list, no sex when she's bloody, and that's just period, you guys, so. All right, you guys are good.
Thank you, Ryan Croft, everybody! All right, we got a couple more comics. Let's do this, shall we?